right, we're going to see if anyone can see me. Oh, Joe is there. Rick D is there. Hello. Can you guys see me all right? Mythical? We're trying this. We're trying it with the gimbal today. We'll see how this goes. Just nothing too ambitious. Just a little around my neighborhood. Robert Last. E.E. Jana. Justin Rochkin. Ryan Teasdale. Uh-oh. Why am I getting those? Insufficient memory? Hold on. Hang on a second here. All right. Just got a weird message from my app, so we could have to start this again. I hope we don't have to. Hope this works. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Why does it say that? Please remove some of the effects in the sources. There are no effects in sources. My app is saying insufficient memory may lead to a shutdown of the app. Please remove effects and sources. But I'm not using any effects or sources. All right. For everybody watching, there's a chance we might have to restart this. So I hope not. Hey Volstad. Hey Solid Fox. Alfredo Gonzalez. Seems to be working so far. Give you a little sense of, I'm just walking around where I'm staying, trying to be very discreet, not call attention to myself. Hey Jackie, thanks for being a member. Just show you what it looks like around here. In Roma Sur, it's lovely, lovely day. Hey Robin. It's probably right now, maybe in the high 60s. It gets warmer during the afternoon. Right now the temperature is actually 64. My phone says 64. The sun is nice though, 64 Fahrenheit. Hey G Fixler. So this is the first time I've used my gimbal. I'm trying to be pretty low key here. And I'm only walking around the neighborhood like where I'm staying, which is pretty chill. I'm not sticking the camera in people's faces or anything like that. Trying to keep it personal. Such a pretty area, says Nita. Yeah, it's nice here. I'll show you a little bit more in a second. I'm going to show you the bikes in a second. Lonnie Schultz is here. Someone asked, what's for lunch? You know, I'm supposed to, hold on, let me cross the street when I have a second. I'm going to cross the street and then I'll talk about that. Give me a moment here. Here, let me just tell you, I'll show you a peek of what's around here. So this is this street here. Again, I'm just kind of walking through it. Well, it's a residential area, but there's shops and stuff around here too. You know, when I got here, I wanted to, I might have told this story before, but when I got here, I wanted to see if I could get like a guide for like a day and just maybe see a couple places that I wouldn't normally go to alone. And so my Airbnb host found these two people. It was a woman and her mother. And we went out for the day like a week ago, and it was really fun. They were great. I paid them, of course, and we just, saw a couple areas. And then we had dinner, and then they said, oh, you should come over to our house, because the mother said, you should come over because my sister's gonna cook some stuff. So today, unless there's news, I'm gonna stop by there to their house, and they want to give me some of their food. So that should be fun. I'll speak Spanish with them. Here, let me go show you. Oops. I want to show you the bikes again. So I'm not going to take one out now. Oh, they're all gone. Well, no, they're not all gone. I've talked about this before. Yeah, it's really nice of them to do that. It's really nice of them to invite me over. So I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm reading some of the chat. Lisa Pisa is here. Joe is here. Yeah, Mort says should be good. I'm sure it will. It's just it's a really nice chance to just get to know some local people and see what their house is like. You can't really tell. I mean, I find this in general, but here especially, you don't know what places look like on the inside from walking by on the outside. And actually, so speaking of which, I don't know if you guys remember, but about a week ago I did a stream with our viewer Veronica, because I met her. She lives in Mexico City, and so I met her and her parents. We had a meal out, and then they invited me over. So I went over there last night, and they were just fantastic hosts. I went to their house, which was really fun, and I got to speak some Spanish, and they cooked me a meal, and it was just really, really nice. We had a really nice time and just hung out and talked. So it was really, really cool. That was great. So I did that last night. That was super fun. I'm going to put the other part of my backpack on. Yeah, so that was great. So right after this stream, I'm basically going to that other house. Hey, Lindsay Untitled is here. So I'm on this street right now. You can see residential street. I'm just kind of walking around the area where I'm staying right now. No, Steve Jackson, I'm not dating this person. It's literally a viewer from the channel. That's who it is. A viewer who reached out when I was coming to Mexico City, who was nice enough to, and her parents watched too. They all watched the channel. So it was great to meet them. So these are the bikes here. Now, I'm not going to take one out right now, but these are the rent-a-bikes, and they're like everywhere. So I've signed up for the rent-a-bike thing when I'm here in Mexico City. And you just can scan, you have an app, and you just take one out. You can take it out for 45 minutes. Then you can return it and take out another one. You can return it to any of the stations. Yesterday, when I was going to that other house, I wanted to take the subway, but the subway is probably like a 20-minute walk away. So I just hopped on one of these, and I took this for like 5 minutes and took it to the subway station, because it didn't cost me anything because I already had the membership. So they're nice. Yeah, they are handy. They're really cool to have access to. If I weren't going today to that house, I would do what I did last Sunday, which is people ride bikes on the main Avenue Reforma. They close off the Avenue Reforma for Sunday, and people ride bikes there, which is awesome. But yeah, Tracy says 45 minutes, and that's not long to rent. But literally, you return it to any station, and you can just rent another one right away. So the stations are all over the place. So after 45 minutes, before the 45 minutes is up, wherever you are, you return it, and you just pick up another one. Nita's cooking show is here. I'm going to walk a little bit, just give you a little vibe of what this area is like. So this is not like, this is a lovely, oh, thanks, Rick D gave 10 memberships. That's really nice of you, Rick D. Thank you. Thanks to all of our moderators, too. The area I'm walking in right now is in Roma Sur, and it's not like nightclubs and stuff. It's just like a lot of residences, and then there's some shops there's some cafes and restaurants and stuff, and it's just it's a lovely area. I'll keep walking again. I'm really trying to. I have not used my gimbal the whole trip, and I'm really trying to keep it low key. Like, I'm kind of a little nervous about. I don't want people thinking I'm going around shoving a camera in their face, you know. So I don't really see people doing that here. So this is really kind of like a personal video kind of thing. Oh, there is a Chihuahua walking around, a store dog. Oh, is he friendly? I don't know. No. Oh, he's gonna come over. Hi. Hi. Oh, so cute. He's got a little sweater. Hi, how are you? Scared the dog. Sorry, dog. Hold on, I gotta say hi to the dog again. Hello. Oh, so pretty. Hola. Buenos días. Oh. Oh, he's so cute. He's so pretty. ¿Cuántos años tiene? Cuatro. Ah. Hello. ¿Cómo se llama? Diosito. Hola, Diosito. Ah. He's awesome. Muchas gracias. His name was Diosito, and tiene 4 años, 4 years old. That was funny. Oh, Diosito, little god, you're probably right. So just so you can see, like, some of the stores are not open right now. So I'll just show you, like, here. That's like a cafe here, see, but it's closed right now. I mean, it's Sunday. Some of the things are closed on Sunday. And behind me is actually a church. If you look behind me, you can see a church. There's some people out there. I think maybe they're having a service or something. Kimberly, my Spanish is pretty basic, but I can get by. The hardest thing is just when people here speak at the way they normally do to other native speakers. It's really fast and hard to understand. But this is a lovely area here. Let me kind of keep walking in this area. Cross here, I don't want to. What you'll see behind me in a second is you'll see people like at a cafe, just kind of hanging out. Hang on, you'll see it in a second. See behind me right over my right shoulder. Hold on. See, there's people back there at a cafe. Can you see that right there? Sort of. I don't know if you can see it. Right out there. There you go. See, there's a cafe and some people hanging out there. And then, you know, a lot of the buildings here are just lovely. So, like, for example, this is just a regular building in this neighborhood, this building here, but it's really pretty. Yeah, the weather's fantastic. It's really, really nice out. Darien Gales is here. Yeah, Joni, you know, I'd say it's like a big city. So I haven't had a problem here in my neighborhood. And, you know, I've done some research and talked to some locals about the neighborhoods. I think there's definitely places you would not go when it's dark out, or you try not to, especially as a non-native. But I haven't had any problems. I mean, I try to take precautions. I mean, everything I've heard and read from people I've talked to says if you stay, if you do what you take precautions and you stay in the neighborhoods that are recommended, you should be fine. I mean, stuff can happen, like if you're in New York or LA or wherever, but I have not had a problem. I've not felt unsafe. But it's a big city, so I'm just showing you around this intersection here. Oops. A lot of trees here. It's just lovely. I mean, it's December and it's like this. Just to show you what it looks like. Maybe I'll walk down this street here. And again, there's just a lot of really nice buildings. I mean, I just think that even this building is like really nice. And that's a big street up there. So I'm just going to walk you up there so you can see it. Yes, Chilangos. I've heard people from Mexico City refer to themselves as such. Yeah, Debbie, it is sunny and green here. So I'm just going to walk you up to this street. This is a busier street, just so you can see some traffic. And again, a lot of little restaurants around here, but it's Sunday, so some of them are closed. Also, it's Sunday morning, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, I live in Boston, coffeeologist, so it's going to seem really cold when I get back. All right, so just so you guys can see, I'll just show you what the street looks like up here. See, we're at this kind of bigger street here, down there. Matt, yes, I am enjoying the weather very much. I hear a siren. I haven't heard too many sirens while I've been here. You hear them once in a while, like in any big city. Van Dan. Oops, sorry, hold on. That's an ambulance, actually. Van Dan, that is incredibly generous of you. Wow. Van Dan just made a very generous donation. Thank you, Van Dan. Van Dan is recovering from the flu. Van Dan, I hope you feel better. Thanks so much, Van Dan. That's really nice of you. Feel better, Van Dan. Van Dan had made a donation earlier for me to get some food. So what I actually have done, the last couple days, I went to a couple places to eat where I wasn't really vibing on at those places at shooting a live stream, but I took some pictures. So I'm going to do a stream soon from the Airbnb, maybe even tonight, where I talk about some of my experiences that I've had in Mexico City, and I'll show you guys some photos, because I've been taking photos. So we just haven't done one of those streams yet, but I'm going to do one of those streams from the Airbnb where we actually talk about some of the other things I've been doing. Let me, real quick, I'm going to head back away from this big street with all this traffic. But just to let you see it again. There's a 7-Eleven. There's 7-Elevens around here. The best little convenience store is OXXO. Right, let me cross the street here. Victoria's Secret. Celebra tu Mágica. Magia. Maya? Is it Maya? Find the perfect gift in stores and online. Big Steph fan, my stomach's been all right. I've had a little stomach stuff, but I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah, I mean, as you said, the general advice here is don't drink the tap water. But you can find bottled water a lot of places. Also, like at my Airbnb, you can order like a big, giant bottle of water that you can use, and it's, for an American, it's not that expensive. I think that this giant bottle of water, I mean really giant, it's like one of those big jugs you'd put on a dispenser. It was like less than $2 American. So I fill up my water bottle at home and I just use that at home. Mythical is here. So you can see behind me what it looks like here. Again, we're in Roma Sur. You know, and there's different areas in the city. This area is I mean, there's plenty of places to go out in this area, but it's kind of nice and it's chill and it's a little more residential. It's still lovely though. The weather's awesome. It'll get warm. It'll get like 10 degrees warmer during the afternoon. I mean, look at this street. The street is lovely. Let me show you some of the street here where I am. Just a street near my place. Is the gimbal working all right? Hopefully the picture's a little more steady today because I have the gimbal and I'm not holding the phone in my hand vertically. Yeah, Ryan Jones, it's great. It's great. Here, I'm intentionally not like shooting people. The one and only says, yes, it is better. Looks like USA, kinda. Yeah, I mean, the way the places look is kind of different. You know, I guess the same way, it depends where you are in the USA. It's one of these places where, you know, it's not gonna snow here usually, so probably the buildings are made a little differently. You can see what some of the buildings look like here. William says it looks like my street. Seems quiet. I mean, again, this is a residential area with stores and shops and stuff, but I'm kind of on the side streets. Have I met any other viewers? No. The one viewer, well, the viewer and her parents who I met here are the ones I've met who watch the channel. Let's walk down a different street here. Here, I'm going to go down. Maybe I'll go down one more street and then I'll take a left. Just want to show you a little more what it looks like here. Trying to give you guys some glimpses of what it looks like. Here's an intersection here. Here's there. It's really nice out today. Anything I see that reminds me I'm in Mexico. I mean, obviously there's like signs in Spanish and stuff, but I think the buildings just look differently. Wow, Van Dan, that's incredibly generous of you. Man, Van Dan, wow. You know, Van Dan just asked thank you, Van Dan, it's really nice of you. Have I eaten any good desserts? You know, when I'm back home, I never eat dessert because of like my diet. And I really should be making myself eat more desserts here, and I haven't. I still haven't tried Tres Leches cake, and I need to. I have to make myself do that this week. Last night when you know, again, I was with a viewer and her parents, Veronica and her parents, and they invited me over for dinner. Her mom made this good thing, which was, what was it? It had raisins. It was like this raisins, and did it have rice? They're gonna hate me. I can't remember. It was kind of like a creamy thing with raisins in it, but it had some texture to it. It was really good. And she said that was like, they said like that's something that's been in their family for a while. Gina Pina, I don't know if it had rice in it. I'm not sure. I think maybe it did. Kind of a white creamy thing with raisins and maybe rice in it. It was really good. Arroz con leche, is that it? What it is? Maybe it was. Maybe that's why. Maybe that is. It had like a sour milk thing in it. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. So I really need to make myself try some desserts. I'm here for, you know, a little bit longer. So Van Dan, I will vow to do it. I also got to try some snacks. I really love that. Oh, I tried, I got to show you guys on a stream. Maybe I'll buy some more of them today. Maybe I'll buy some more of the, there's a snack called cacahuetes Japanese? I forget what the last word is. It's basically Japanese peanuts, even though they're not Japanese. They're a Mexican snack and they're famous, and you get them at like convenience stores and stuff. And those were really good. What is the name? Cacahuetes. Japonese. I have to pull up the brand name. It's either Japanese or Japaneses. Anyways, I'll talk about it later. The one and only likes the Japanese peanuts. So Van Dan, thank you again. So nice of you. And again, I hope you feel better. And that's really nice of you. Van Dan, I will vow to try some desserts. I am vowing to try some desserts. Maybe we can stream them. What I probably should do is go buy a piece of Tres Leches cake somewhere and stream it. But I am Japanese. Yeah, not Japanese. It would be Japanese. That's true, as our viewer just said. Olivia says, my pioneer family who settled here in Colorado in 1866 made a dish called rice and raisins. It was thick rice and raisins with sugar and cinnamon. It's actually very good. Awesome. I also had some fried plantains last night. You know, I'm so dumb. I didn't know that plantains were like a kind of banana that taste a bit different. I'm just showing you some of the houses around here. They have big buildings here too. There's a couple of medical centers near here. One or both of these might be medical centers. I think one of them is a maternity hospital. Jackie says they're not as sweet as bananas. We had some fried plantains. And then it was also cool, you know, I was over, the viewer Veronica and her parents had me over yesterday for dinner. And also, you know, they make this food and then they just bring out tortillas with it. And you make little tacos with it. And they said that's a very common thing. All right, I'm going to take a left here. What do people do for a living? I'm guessing a lot of the same things that people in the US do for a living. All kinds of things. It's a huge city. It's like 20 million people. Hey, Sergio Vasquez is here. Let me just show you what this street looks like here. This street's got some restaurants on it. Very pretty area. Oh, I've had some spicy food, definitely. A lot of times you go to restaurants, they give you very spicy salsa. It is nice, Aaron Weirdo. It's lovely. Mr. Spock said, I had an incredibly hot type of hot sauce in Cancun. Incredibly hot stuff usually is difficult to dissipate the heat easily. Yeah, this area is a really nice area to stay in because it's chill and it's pretty quiet and it's residential, but I mean, it's really close to a lot of other things you might want to go to. Oh yeah, Christmas is a big deal here. Christmas is a big deal here. I've been told that many times. A lot of people have Christmas decorations up. And just to show you like another, a lot of the buildings here are super pretty. Hold on. I want to show you something. So like, look at this blue building here. It looks like just maybe somebody's house or something. I don't know for sure, but it's really nice, really pretty, see? The building next to it is nice too, the little pharmacy there. Behind me there's an auto shop. A lot of these auto shops around, see, they're like working on cars behind me. There's a lot of those kind of tucked in around different, actually that's not an auto shop, oh, I can't tell. It actually looks like more of a parking place. It doesn't look like that's an auto shop, more of a parking place. But There's a lot of auto shops around, but a lot of times they're just kind of tucked into other buildings. I'm going to have a sip of water myself. Hang on. Sip of water. And again, it's a big city. There's different parts of the city, you know. There's parts that have more big buildings. There's parts that are more rich seeming and more fancy seeming. There's parts that are definitely less fancy. Agua de maracuya? I don't know what that is. Hold on. I got to put my water back in my backpack. Oh, did Janet Burnett give some memberships? I missed it. Sorry. There's a lot going on here when I'm walking around and carrying this stuff. Suave is here. Or Suave. Yes, Janet gifted memberships. So nice of you, Janet. Thank you, Janet Burnett. And if you missed it, as I said, I'm going over a family's house this afternoon. They invited me over and wanted me to have some of their food. So I'm going to check out their house this afternoon after this. American Girl says, I call Tres Leches cake the same as milk cake. I'm going to get you another intersection. I'll show you a little of what I'm seeing. Again, I'm trying to be a little kind of discreet here. It's the first day I've ever used the gimbal. I don't really want to make a big scene out of doing a live stream, you know, so trying to be pretty discreet. I think people probably think I'm just shooting a video for myself, which is fine. So that's a lovely, see all the trees here? I'll show you what it's like down there. See down there? Hey, thanks. Rick D gave more memberships. Thank you, Rick D. A lot of these buildings like this around here, you know, like 3 or 4 stories, different apartments. The building I'm staying in kind of looks like that. And it's really it's nice on the inside. Behind me, you can see there's like a cafe behind me and people are sitting and eating behind me. Right there is a cafe. Oh, the weather's fantastic. The weather's so nice. Now, it is a bit polluted here. I mean, if you know LA, you might draw a parallel there. You know, some parts of LA you can walk around and be like, it seems a bit polluted here. Yeah, it's like that here. I mean, it's nice to me. It's blue sky and everything, but something to keep in mind. Sometimes you notice it more than others. DJGTV is here. All right, let's cross the street here. Hang on. You know what? Maybe I'll walk you up to another intersection. Should I do this? Just to give you a little sense. I'm going to walk you to a different intersection. I mean, look at this street. Hold on, I want to show you something here. Look at how nice it is here. Isn't this lovely? Look at, that's a lovely building right there. You can see behind me there's a big building. It is nice. Oh, thank you, Crystal P. I'm glad you've been enjoying the streams. DJ Little Nerd is here, says looks nice. I'm going to walk you up a block and to a little bit of a busier intersection just so I can show you. I'm trying to kind of keep it in the less busy parts. Hey, Ruth Grafasi is here. Show you the street I'm walking down now. Looks like this. The next intersection's a little busier, so there's like it says Urgencias. That's like a medical. I think it's maybe an urgent care facility or something, or a hospital there. Gina Pina says so many trees. That probably helps with the summer heat. Kimberly, I'm trying to, this street I'm on might be Tehuantepec. I don't know if I'm still there. There's also Quintana Roo. There's also Bajío. There's a bunch of streets in this this neighborhood that I know the names to near me, but I can't remember which one I'm on right now. Basically, Roma Sur area. Sergio says maracuya is generally yellow on the outside, but it can be purple as well, and it's got pulp with edible seeds and tastes super topical. I strongly recommend my new friend. Ooh. It's like a fruit or something? Okay, I'm going to get up to the end of the street and show you this intersection here. Now you can see this intersection here, it's a little bit of a busier area. There's some bigger buildings. What colonia are you in? Do you mean like borough? I think there's boroughs here. I think if that's what you're talking about, you know what? It begins with a C and I can't even remember, as ignorant as that might sound. I'd have to look it up. Is it like Quahetemoc or something? Quatemoc? I usually think in terms of neighborhoods here, so. Okay, so I'm just showing you this, just so you can see. This is, so up here is like, it's just like a busy street. That street's busy, but if you cross that street, you actually get into this neighborhood called Escandalon, which I have walked around since, which is quite nice. It's another residential area. And then up that way is where Condesa is, towards there. If you went further this way, you get to Roma Norte. But again, it's a little busier down there. I'm trying to stay away from the busier areas right while I'm doing this. So, but trust me, it's busier. Maybe on a different day, when I'm feeling a little more comfortable with this, we'll go to a busy area. But for this walk, we're kind of keeping it chill. I mean, I could just real quick, if I do this real quick. Yes, hey, thanks to Daredevil, who says, good trip. Thanks, Daredevil. Those are Mexico City buses, the red ones. Oh, see, I can show you this. See, there's another Mexico City bus. Oh, there's 7-Eleven. I like right around here because I don't want to be, putting my camera in people's face. So it's nice. My Airbnb is great. I think we might do a stream from there. If not tonight, then maybe tonight, maybe a different day. Enjoy your rhythm with the protection de Rexona. Rexona might be Degree? I had to buy some deodorant here because I accidentally bought antiperspirant at home and brought it with me, and I ended up buying something which I think was Degree but Mexican. But it's not a 1-1 translation. Oh, a lot of advertisements here for rental apartments and buying apartments. This says apartments renting, sin aval, I think might be something like without requirements or something, sin aval. Some of it's in English, actually, this sign. I looked this up before, what sin aval meant. Or without pre-checks or something. Hold on. Where is it? Somebody in the chat probably knows. Sinaval. Sin aval means no endorsement. I guess without endorsement, but Van Gambler says. But I'm not sure in the context of renting ads. I can ask ChatGPT. Sin aval meaning. Without collateral or without a guarantor. No additional person or asset is required to guarantee the repayment of a loan or whatever. So it's real estate. No references. Oh, maybe it's no references. For real estate rental. ChatGPT says, the tenant is not required to provide a person who commits to paying the rent if the tenant fails to do so. That is something often asked for in Spanish-speaking countries. Says ChatGPT, but they may ask for other things like a higher security deposit instead or something. As Van Gambler said. Oh, okay. So this is a little busier here, so I don't want to go too crazy. But just to show you guys this intersection behind me, can I show this in a discrete way? Let's see. So we're at kind of a busier place. There's actually a Popeyes here. That's the only one I've seen. I have not gone into Popeyes. There's a big street there, okay? And then you can see there's a bank over there, and there's some restaurants here. There's a Papa John's, which I haven't been into. But there's a little playground here too. Yeah, there is some graffiti in different places, but I kind of stopped noticing it, you know, if it's on a gate where they pull it down at night, you know, and then they lift it up during the day, you don't see it during the day, and, you know, again, it's a big city. The price of the apartments, I do not know. Oh, there's an OXXO. OXXOs are fantastic. They're like the big convenience store here. So when I stop and get water, I go to OXXO. I'm a big OXXO fan. See, it says OXXO. I think I've been in that OXXO. That's where I got my cacahuetes, japonés. All right, we're gonna walk. Hey, Sharon Heberling, what's up? Oh, let me show you something else. So there's a lot of places, there's a lot of food stands here. And like, for example, see where it says Super Tacos here? A lot of times I walk by and this place is open. So somebody like owns this, I guess, and then they come and they open it at certain times. Nobody's there right now. And there's even a lot of like, people have like carts and they temporarily set them up. And some of them are at the same intersection like every single day. Like you can go on Google reviews and find reviews of them. There's a lot of that. You can at night, and sometimes some of them a lot of locals eat at. So there's a lot of those things around where it's just food stands, local food stands that they set up. Street tacos, yeah, street whatever. I might at some point today get like a street quesadilla or something. I read a good review of a street quesadilla place. I haven't had a quesadilla here. I had one burrito, which was amazing. Let me just give you an example of what the street looks like here. There's some more nice buildings here. So you can see, hold on, if I move the phone up. See, isn't that lovely? Aren't these buildings lovely here? Just to give you a sense of what it looks like here. That says you need it. This is a maternity hospital on the left, on the right. I'm sorry. It's a maternity hospital we're walking by. Oh, I've had a lot of tacos here. The first 3 days I was eating a ton of them. I've had a lot of tacos. I've had street tacos. I've had restaurant tacos. But it's easy to just eat tacos, so I had a lot of tortas too. Oh, thank you to Callie Raven, I think from Denmark, who says a summertime in December. And thanks for shouting out our moderators. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much. From Denmark, I think it was, right? Callie, Denmark, DKK? It's really nice of you. DJ Little Nerd, the food is excellent. Food is great. You know, I actually had a good burger yesterday. I'm going to talk about this when I do my stream from the Airbnb and I have pictures. I went to like a burger speakeasy where like they have to let you in, but it was fun. There are tons of street food vendors here. Right in this particular few blocks, we haven't walked by any, but even near here, there's a bunch of them. They're all over the place here. Actually, I'm just walking by. There's like a little kind of convenience store set up on the corner right behind me. I don't know if you can see that. See, there's like a guy selling like snacks and soda and stuff right there. And then here, I'm going to show you in a second. Here's another one of these. It's kind of I don't know if it's permanent, but it's another one of these things where I bet if you walk by at night or most days of the week, it's Sunday today, there'll be somebody in there selling something, some food. Look at how nice these buildings are here on this street, little nice side street here. Maybe we'll walk down here. Again, just beautiful. That is a pasteleria in front of us, where I'm sure they sell desserts. But the burger I had was really good. The best burger I had, I'm going to talk about. I had a pineapple burger, which is from a kind of famous stand, which is amazing. I probably should get it again, but I'm going to talk about that when I do my stream where I can show you pictures, because I have pictures of that. So I'm going to hold off on talking about that. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thanks to all of our moderators who are here too. Cecilian is here. Just showing you what some of the buildings look like here. There's some people in front of me eating at like a cafe. I'm not going to stick my camera in their face, but you can see them there in the distance. Metacortical is here. That pineapple burger was so good. I had 2 of them. I really need to go back there. Oh, it'll be kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll do it. Well, there's a big highway near here, and I could show you what that looks like too, but we'll see. I'm going to go down another side street here. Here, let's go down this street. Another lovely side street. Any drone sightings? I have not seen any while I'm here. So we have, you can see some of the buildings look like. I gotta say, I haven't been in part of Mexico City where like somebody has like a house set off from other houses. There's definitely areas where people have houses. I mean, and for all I know, like that right there might be an individual house, but you can see it's right next to the things next to it. So what I don't see is is like people who have lots of room and a big lawn on either side of their house. You know, you don't see a lot of separation between the buildings. Now, I'm sure there's certain areas where they have that, but I've been to a bunch of areas and I generally do not see buildings separated from other buildings. Sweetbread. No, I don't believe I've had sweetbread. I don't know what Concha's even is, the one and only. I probably should know. And look at all the trees. Look at how nice it is with all these trees here. Did I ride a bike again on the closed street? That is today, but no. I don't think I'm going to have time to do it today, maybe next Sunday, but I have ridden the bike other times. I rode a bike yesterday about 15 minutes to get to the subway. I just rode it on some side streets, and it made my trip much faster. Those are tall doors on that house right there. Yeah, Ruth, this neighborhood's great. There's I think a restaurant with some seats on the top there. Where are the people? It's a residential neighborhood. Also, it's Sunday. I think a lot of people maybe do family or church stuff on Sunday. Also, but I mean, you can walk out around at different times of day. There'll be people out. But again, it's a residential neighborhood. I'm not in there's plenty of places in the city with tons of people walking around. But think of this as just a residential neighborhood, like if you were in LA, you're on some side streets. You don't see huge crowds of people walking around on the side streets. I think it's pretty early here and it's Sunday. But another thing is, during the stream, I am not putting the camera in people's faces. So I've walked by some people and I just don't show them on camera because I don't want to do that. It's not the purpose of the stream, you know. I don't see people walking around here with a gimbal. So in live streaming. So this is the first time I've done this. So I'm really keeping it chill. I really don't want to make a big scene out of it. So I'm really trying to keep it low key. It's not, again, I'm intentionally, like right now, somebody just walked by me. Somebody's walking by me with a dog and I'm just not showing them. Yeah, I see somebody walking behind me that way, somebody's walking that way, somebody's walking that way, and I see people the other way too. We'll go one more street down. It's early too. Thanks, Sergio. Yeah, NY committee, you know, it's not like I'm not from here and I don't want to upset people or anything. So I'm really just keeping it really chill. Let me just show you. There's some nice buildings here on this side street here I'm on. I mean, look at this. See this? It's a lovely blue. See, the blue thing looks like a house, but there's not a big yard on either side of it. It's just right next to the other things. There might be a couple houses next to it too. It's 12:20 p.m. around that then I think. And I'm kind of intentionally, I could have taken you to like a super busy area and I'm not doing that during the stream. I am keeping it in the quiet area. See. Show you what some of the buildings look like here. Again, I think these might be houses. They could be single family houses, but they're just right next to other houses. Oregon guy says those are city houses. The gardens would be inside. When I visited the viewer's family's house yesterday, it was like that. They had a yard inside the house. Yogi Shyam is here. All right, let me show you. This street has some more stuff on it, but again, I'm not gonna really stick my thing in people's faces. My camera. So, you know what, let's walk down this way a little bit. This street has a number of restaurants and stuff on it, and cafes, and Nay says, I would love a morning walk here. Van Gambler says it is the courtyard system I talked about earlier. I didn't see that comment, Van Gambler, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm walking and I'm looking at the street and I miss a comment, so I apologize. So maybe a lot of these houses, some of you were saying they think a lot of the houses have like the courtyards on the inside or gardens or whatever. Just showing you here what things look like. Mad Dog says it's called a Sagwan indoor garden. And I think because it is Sunday here, there's a bunch of places closed. Because normally when I walk around, I don't see a lot of places closed. But I'll just give you a sense of that. So if you see here, whatever those things are closed right now. That says Dulceria, which I'm guessing is they sell sweet stuff, but that's closed. There's a carniceria with, I assume that's for meat, closed. And maybe they'll open up later today. Little grocery place over there is open. Diosito. We met a dog earlier. If you missed it, we met a Chihuahua earlier, as G. Fixler says, named Diosito. There's a, I'm not going to walk inside, but there's a like a cafe crepes place right there. Callie says, is it siesta now? I don't know. That's not something I've really heard about here. I don't know if people do it. Maybe they do, but I haven't really heard about it. You know, something else is interesting is, you know, like there's this stereotype that everybody eats beans, and it's like really popular in Mexico. And a lot of restaurants don't have them. I was asking the family I was visiting last night, and they said like a lot of people eat them at home, but a lot of restaurants don't have them. It's another nice side street right here. See, these are more signs for rentals. Ultimos two deptos, which I believe is last two apartments, maybe. Accessoria Llave, maybe is that? I don't know what Llave I think is key. Am I wrong? Maybe? Is that like key access? I don't know. I gotta look that up. A lot of words I don't know or I forget. Watch, I'll be wrong. Llave is key. Okay, I got that right. So I'm trying to type. On my other phone. Assessoria is consultancy? That I don't know. Advice? Sounds like assessoria is advice. And then, hold on. I think entrega is like delivery. Is that like immediate occupancy or something? I'm not sure. I know some of you know, because you're probably fluent speakers. Entregar is to deliver, or to give, to hand over. Hey, Kay is here. Good to see you. And Raven Riley are helping, and they're moderating. Thank you. Ash MJ is here. Immediate delivery. Pickup, says Ash MJ. Here's another place that's closed. Again, I don't know for sure. I just think because it's Sunday, and maybe at this time on Sunday, a lot of places are closed, but I think there might be a lot of places are closed on Sunday. Most people are Catholic here. I don't know if you can see. Behind me there's a restaurant. See, there's a little restaurant over there. A lot of those little neighborhood restaurants in this area. Can you guys see that right over my shoulder? It smells good. Yes, Restaurant Anna Maria. It says Rich Barbacoa de Horno. I don't know what de Horno means. Rica means tasty. Rica Barbacoa. Are there tourist traps? By the way, behind me, there's I'm walking by a cafe right behind me, which looks nice, but I don't want to intrude on them. But if you see, there's a little cafe behind me, right back there. It smells good. There's more touristy areas, I would say. Oh, Horno is oven? Oh. Horno is oven, people are saying. Thank you. I'm going to walk. Let's walk back the other way, and I'll show you some more stuff the other way. Hey, Pablo M is in Chile. Pablo says everything is closed on Sundays in Latin America. I should ask ChatGPT. Hang on one second here. Sorry, I was just checking something on my phone. Oh, by the way, I should just check news. Haven't even looked at my other phone to check the news at all. I assume if there was something really big, somebody would be telling me. I don't see anything huge. I'm just skimming through. Oh, I was going to ask. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm typing on my phone. One of our viewers said, from Peru, said in Latin America, a lot of things are closed on Sunday. I mean, a bunch of things are open here, so I don't know about my area of Mexico City how it is. I mean, I do walk by things that are open, but I do notice more closed today. Let's see, what street are we on? Oh, okay, let's keep walking down this street. Hey, Jay Marie, yes, it is a lovely day. I'm in taking a lovely walk, kind of near where I'm staying. I have not felt any earthquakes here, no. I should probably drink a little more water. Give me a moment. Got to remember to hydrate. Have I seen the Christmas decorations at Zocalo? I was at Zocalo for like an hour. I don't even remember. Did they put up like a big tree or something? Because I didn't see it. But that was like a week and a half ago or something. It's probably like 70 degrees right now. The sun's hot. Is it beach weather? I mean, you go to a beach in this weather. I think it's going to get warm. It'll get warmer during the day too. Let me cross the street and walk a different way. Show you where I'm walking right now. Did Rick D give some more memberships? Rick, did I miss him? Did I miss any memberships or anything? Please let me know if I missed him. I know Rick gave memberships before. Thank you, Rick. There's a bit of a traffic jam up here. Oh, the bus is moving. Nice house. See that house there? Kind of nice, or house or building. Oh, wow. Hey, Rick. Rick gave a bunch of memberships. I'm behind on thanking Rick. Rick D, that is so nice of you. Thanks, Ruth, for letting me know. Rick, that's incredibly nice of you. Thank you. Really nice of you. I appreciate it. I'll put it towards some stuff here. Some more food I can talk about on the streams. Again, I'm going to be doing a stream or streams at some point from the Airbnb where I talk about some of the things I've done and show you some photos, stuff I didn't stream live. We're coming up on an area where the grocery is that I go to, which I like, but I'm not going to like walk in there and start filming in the grocery. But let me see, this is a little bit of a busier area over here. So what you can see over there is there's people eating at a restaurant in front of us. There's people eating in a restaurant on the corner there, see? You can see them all there and there. You can zoom in a little bit. See? You go back to me. Paper City Gamer says, I am going to take a cruise to Mexico next year. Nice. Mad Dog is here. Gay Ishuin is here. Up, I see a dog just kind of hanging out. I assume it belongs to somebody. There's a dog hanging out. Oops. How do I get back to this? So you can see there's like a restaurant right there. There's people there. There's a restaurant right there. Oh, wow. Kay says Rick gave 20 more memberships. Thank you, Rick. That's so nice of you. Integrity Farmer Bob is here, by the way. Thanks, Rick. That's really nice, really generous of you. Thank you so much, Rick D. I'm using Prism Live Studio. It seems to be working so far. All right, I want to get away from, I don't want to start walking right by people. But there's plenty of people eating at these places on the street where I'm walking by right now. But I'm not showing their faces. Actually, there's more of the rent-a-bikes here too. These rent-a-bikes are everywhere. Yeah, normally, must be because it's Sunday, normally all these things would be open here. These would all be open. If you look behind me, I'm about to walk by the grocery where I go, and it's called Sumesa. There's a bunch of them in Mexico City, Sumesa Grocery. Can you see it behind me right now? Sumesa Grocery, see? Sumesa. And then it looks like, see, this is a popular thing here. You can see that there are people who have set up tents and they are cooking. And some of these are very popular. And my guess is that it's the same people who set up the same tents. There's a lot of people eating. These are local people who eat at these things a lot of the time. So you can see by the grocery store, there's all these tents, and you see people just cooking food and people eating there. There's a lot of that. I can smell it. I bet it's good. Can you guys see that? Eat something? You know, the thing is, I don't really want to be, interacting with people with my gimbal. I think it looks kind of weird. I just don't want to bother people. So I'm going to eat something, but again, it's just like nobody here is live streaming on a gimbal. And I just feel, I don't want to upset people or do something I'm not supposed to be doing. I mean, I can always point the phone down, but you know, I'm just trying to keep, and there's like people sitting over there and stuff. You know, I'd have to really hold the phone down. I'm going to peek over there and see what they're making. A gimbal is like it's a device that you put the phone on and it keeps the phone steady. Yeah, there's like it's not just these people, these are like little stalls where they're cooking, but they've like set up little tables. There's like probably 20 or 30 tables set up where the people are cooking. You know? Maybe I'll walk through there with my phone pointed down. If you give me a second. Or I'll just peek. I'll walk over there and peek what they're cooking. Oh, I can see it. So there's a sign that says Tlacoyos, quesadillas. They have quesadillas. They do have quesadillas. They have tacos. They have huaraches. It's called Antonojitos Mexicanos Lucy. It looks like, the thing is, though, you know what it is? It looks like a place where people are sitting and you order. You actually order. They have like a wait staff. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. Thank you. Hey, Rick D gifted more memberships. Thank you, Rick D. I don't really have the time right now to sit down and have like a sit-down meal. So, Rick, that's so nice of you. Thank you, Rick. Anyways. It's like a whole setup with tents. Pablo M. I am learning Spanish, actually. I've been trying to speak Spanish everywhere while I'm here, but I'm not perfect, obviously. All right, let me show you more where we're going. So we're on another street. You can see over there's like a little grocery there. This is like a restaurant here. That's the grocery store over there with the people eating at the tented. There's a tent with whole food set up there. Gotta get out of the street. Hang on, hang on. I'm walking by a restaurant now, so I have the phone down, but I'm literally walking by a restaurant. Tengo un pequeño canal en YouTube y mis amigos ven mi canal y no han estado en Ciudad de México. He estado durante 2 semanas.
What is you from?
Hago eso, mostrar ellos, mis amigos, como la ciudad es.
Yeah.
Me dicen, es muy bonita
Yeah.
y linda y padre. Y so, you know.
Okay. So, a ver, es que luego nos han grabado y vienen con otro propósito.
Lo siento, ¿puedes repetir? Mi español no es bueno,
Okay.
pero muchas gracias para decirme.
Bien, es que luego nos han grabado y vienen con otra situación de molestar a los vecinos, ¿vale? Ajá.
Sí.
Por eso te pregunto, nada más.
Oh, sí. So, durante esto, intento no.
No problem.
No. Intento no muestro nunca personas.
Ya.
Sí,
Okay.
edificios y la calle, árboles, pero no quiero mostrar personas.
Perfecto.
Sí, mis amigos me dijeron ¿dónde están las personas? Y les dijo, no muestro personas en mi video. Pero no quiero molestar a nadie. ¿Recomendarías no hago no hago esto aquí?
It's good.
¿Es seguro?
Person no.
Sí.
Excelente.
Sí, pero de nuevo, no quiero molestar a nadie.
No, exacto. Está
Okay.
bien. No, está bien.
Okay.
Nada más personas no
Sí,
estaría bien.
gracias.
Ajá. No, la verdad. Gracias porque te prestas a decirme.
Muchos americanos tienen miedo de Ciudad de México.
Sí.
Y,
No, la verdad es que es muy tranquila.
Sí.
La colonia es muy bonita.
Sí.
Es muy bonita y muy tranquila. Porque yo vivo aquí.
Sí, me
Sí.
encanta.
No.
Y,
Y todavía hay casas muy bonitas.
Ujú.
Todavía hay lugares muy padres.
Ujú.
Entonces, sigue grabando entonces.
Sí, ¿tienes un restaurante?
Yo estoy aquí enfrente.
Oh,
Jugos, Lulu.
Oh, okay. Más tarde vuelvo y visitaré to allá.
I make juice.
Ah,
Ajá.
no he comido, no he bebido juice todavía.
Okay.
So voy a tu restaurante esta semana. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Thank
Yo soy Esteban.
Esteban.
Sí.
Lulu.
Mucho gusto.
Nice to meet you.
Gracias. Okay, that was really an interesting interaction. I hopefully you could hear some of that. So, very nice lady. She has a juice store, and she walked up to me. And remember, I told you guys earlier. I said, "Look, I want to show you guys the neighborhood. I've not used a gimbal before, and I really am like sensitive about using it here because nobody uses it." And I said, "I'm going to try using it today." And I said, I'm not going to go to busy areas. And I said, I'm not going to show you people. And you guys were like, where are all the people? And I said, look, I'm not showing you people. I just want to show you, what the city is like and everything, and the buildings and everything. And so she came up to me, and what she basically said is like, you shouldn't don't show people. She said, why are you doing? What are you doing this for? And I said, I have a small channel, and I'm showing my friends, and they haven't been to Mexico City, and I'm showing them how nice the city is. And she said, don't show people. You don't show people, basically. And I said, I'm not showing people. I don't want to show them. And she said, good. And I actually said to her, I said, should I not do this here? And she said, no. She said, no. She said, it's okay. She said she liked that that I was showing people what the city is like, and that the city is nice. And because I literally said to her, I said, look, should I just not be doing this here? She said no. She said do it. But she said don't show people. Again, but it does. Even though she said do it, it does. It's good for me to have that experience, and that's why I haven't been doing this a lot. I've been doing it with holding my phone and not the gimbal, because it's different. If you're just holding your phone in your hand, it looks very different than the gimbal. So I will go there this week, but I'll try to go over there tomorrow and visit her. She's a very nice lady. This channel is smaller than the other one. It's not like this is like a channel where I go on and have tens of thousands of people watching these videos or something. So, again, I'm just not. It's really helpful to see that and to hear that, So that was a really cool experience. But again, even though the other issue though is she said, oh no, it's fine, do it. But people don't know that I'm not showing people. So people might get mad at me because they think I'm showing people. So it was a very good interaction to have. Yeah, as you can hear, thank you talking about my Spanish. As you can hear, my Spanish, it's not great. But if people can repeat themselves sometimes, and I can basically communicate myself, but look, this is what you do. You try and you see how you kind of push things. Again, I told you I didn't want to go to a crowded area. I don't want to show people. We haven't used the gimbal in 2 weeks, and Dee said your Spanish is good enough to understand. Yeah, it was a good interaction. And again, I will go visit her at her store without the camera next time. Yeah, and I can just use my phone, Because when you're using your phone and you're not, it's just a huge, no one ever thinks, if you're just holding your phone, people don't think you're streaming. A gimbal, for some reason, it's not even a big thing, but people think you're working for a news network or something. Thanks, Rick D. By the way, I have to go pretty soon because pretty soon I have to go to this, again, I met a couple people here who I found through my my Airbnb host, it's just a woman and her mom who showed me, I paid them like as guides, and they showed me some of Mexico City for a day, and they invited me to their house to have one of their other relatives is like cooking today. So I'm going over there in a little bit. So soon I have to go back home. Anyways. Hey, Whitney is here. Hi, Whitney. They call me Taj. But you know, I guess it was nice for you guys to see the interaction. Oh, thanks by the way to Megatron. So I'm going back and reading some of the comments. NY Committee says she was very nice. She was very engaging. I don't know if you could you even hear what she was saying? Because she wasn't mic'd. I mean, I'm mic'd and she wasn't mic'd, so I don't even know if you could hear what she was saying. SM9, thanks for your message. You might want to email me that. It's hard for me to look into that during the chat, but maybe shoot me an email, agendafreetv@gmail.com with your suggestion. Hold on, I'm going back in the comments. Oh, Budget Girl says we could hear her very well. Sergio says, I heard what she said, and both of you were very polite, as it should be. I mean, she could have just said, like, no, you can't do this here. And I've been like, fine. But she didn't say that, so. Polly the Primate says, I love Mexico City. Oh, thanks to Atakaga, our member. Oh, Megatron says many of your listeners were translating. I'll have to go back and like watch the stream with the comments while that was happening. That was fun, but I will definitely visit her at her juice store because I know they have a bunch of these juice stores here, and I have not tried one. So I'm going to go to her juice store. I'm going to try to go tomorrow actually, and visit her and just say hello because she was super nice. Also, be fun to talk to her. The Posadas. I'm not sure what the Posadas is. You can tell me that. Cesar Hernandez. Integrity Farmer Bob says her audio is reasonably clear. All right, guys. This has been a really fun stream, but I'm getting a little short on time. So I am going to wrap up this live stream right here. But I really appreciate you joining. We'll do more live streams. I really need to do a stream from the Airbnb where I can show you some of the photos I've been taking and talk about some of the things I've been doing. So I really appreciate you guys joining. Galaxy Jazz Girl is watercoloring, I think she said. Hello. Thanks, Gail Standiford. But it was cool to do this walk with you. Our experimental gimbal walk. You know, she also might have thought like I was like recording news footage or something like that. You know, people again, they think like if you have a gimbal, they think like you're like a big network news photographer or something. Hey, thanks, Captain Jerry Donnelly. That's nice of you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Captain. It's really kind of you. I think I missed a donation earlier. I'm sorry. Did I miss somebody earlier? Maybe when I was talking to that woman. Thanks, Janice S., for being here. They call me Taj. Thanks to all of our moderators. K-Body. Megatron. I know Kay was modding, Raven Riley. Thanks Wickedest Witch for being here. Angelina Knox, Tracy Johnson, Ash MJ. Lindsay Untitled, Oregon guy. Oh, hold on. I missed. Cesar Hernandez says, Posadas are an important part of Roman Catholic Christmas festivities because they commemorate the story of Jesus' birth in the Bible. Angie Hardy, thanks for being here. Vaso Patejdal. Marnie. Asia Sims. Cold Heart, thanks for being here. Evelyn Volmer. Dior. Now, I haven't been to the pyramids yet. I might go, Sam Stamos. We'll see. We'll see if it happens on this trip. All right, guys, again, thank you so much. It was so fun walking around, showing you some of the city, a little bit of the city today. It's lovely. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. And we got to do a little interaction as well, little interaction with the local population, which I really enjoyed. She was lovely, actually. I'll go see her later on. Okay, guys. So thank you again. Oh, thanks to everybody who donated to Van Dan, Rick D, everybody else I thanked, Captain Jerry Donnelly, Janet Burnett, and everybody else. That was really nice of you guys. Hey, thanks Coffeeologist for watching. All right, guys, I am wrapping up this stream. It's great to see you. More streams soon. And I'll do a stream soon where I show you some photos I've taken as well. Select your name here. All right, guys, have a good day. And thanks Sergio Vasquez. Thanks, Sergio, for being here. And hope you have a good afternoon. If there's big news, I'll hop on and cover it. And I'll see you guys really soon.